I was telling about the King George, the late King George of England, as he come through British Columbia and was in Vancouver. All the schools turned out to see the King, and the Canadian people wanting to be loyal to their King. They give all the little children a little British flag to stand on the street, and when His Majesty the King went by, they'd wave these little flags to show that they were behind him and they were his subjects. And the teachers turned all the little fellows out, and after the King passed by, all the little children in a certain school returned but one little tiny tot of a girl. And the teacher was very much upset, so she called all the older children and she said, "What became of little Martha?" And they couldn't find her. They said, "Well, she was in the group of us, but they couldn't find her." And the teacher hysterically ran into the street and began looking for this certain little girl that did not return. And after everybody was gone, the streets was cleared, following the King, singing "God Save the King." And they found this little girl standing behind a telegraph pole with her little head leaned up against her hands, just crying her little heart out. And the teacher picked her up and she said, "Martha, honey, why are you weeping?" Said, "Did you not get to wave your flag at the King?" She said, "Yes, teacher, I got to wave my flag." She said, "Well then, did you not get to see the King?" She said, "Yes, teacher, I got to see the King." She said, "Then why are you weeping so, honey?" And she said, "You know, teacher, I saw the King, but I was so little He didn't see me." That's not so with our King Jesus. I don't care how little you are, how little you do. You cannot do the smallest thing without Him knowing all about it. He knows every little heartache, every little pain that you bear, every little disappointment you have, no matter how little it is. He still knows all about it. You know, our Lord, He meets in realms of man. Sometimes He meets with great groups of men. Sometimes He meets with few. We have record of Him meeting with 500 one time after His resurrection, and then we have where He met with the 70 and with the 12 and even with the 3, and then we have times where He'll meet with just one. That's what makes Him God to me, is because that His humility.